tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
First carry for James Conner. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. The game yards brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Conner. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action now. Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Returnable for Grant. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
3 down, 3 down.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, 55. Go.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mike.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's Conner as they stay on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Mike 10, Mike 10. Tighten up, tighten up.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 29-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And Dalton to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Son, what's it for? Hey, pick your game up. Go. Get him. You got him.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Javon Hargrave, his 2nd sack of the night.
Big stop, let's go.
Watch it.
55.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
1st and 10
Tighten
at
up,
the 14-yard line.
Check nickel.
Check 37, check 37.
Hey, switch gears. Leo.
Check 49, check 49. Watch the stick.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible, because right now he is wrecking things for them.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll look to run with Henderson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Alert. 3 down. Joker. Out.
Check 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hey. Don't get nervous.
Tens the mic.
368.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Dalton. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Chris Conley, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. How are we going to move sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Check 31. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Catch it.
2-by-2. Move.
On 2nd and 7, Dalton. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 52 yards. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Great stone, travel.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come out here in the eye. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Move. Slam, slam, slam.
61, matchbox lights.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 13. Buying time to his left. They find some open field here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Watch the pass. Mike 5-5. Mike 5-5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he rifles one incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Bang, bang. No.
2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Andy Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Check three. 15-yard line. Check. Rush in.
368. Heavy.
SOS.
High.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
368.
Mike 10. I can't believe they let you play.
Hey, team 6.
Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
And one snap, and what's the ball?
Here you go.
93, 52, 93, 44.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Able to find Isabella. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Can. 44's the mic. Tackles.
Protein spill.
Switch.
Pushes past him. Fights off the defender. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Hands up.
Check.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And the Steelers' 1st down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Stop it there. Out. 3 down. Out. 10's the mic. I got you, son.
Break it.
You're online, baby.
Hands up.
Dalton here from the gun. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. They'll try and run with their fullback. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
368.
He's checking.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye.
Come on.
Hey.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. They'll run on first down. Henderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Take me up. Here we go.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch the twins. Deuce.
Hey, go 368. Hey, Foxtrot.
Dalton. Looking left side, and it's complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. Lucky.
2 by 2. Move.
Like 10.
Hey, Echo.
Push him back.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10 is counter. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Tens of Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Pick it up. Mike 10. Mike 10, Mike 10.
Regular.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check.
On 2nd and 15 now. Dalton, quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 10. Mike 10.
93, 52, 93, 44. Hands up.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
21 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Connor. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right. Everyone got 4 down.
Regular.
This is Samuels. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch this.
Mike 10. We own it.
Go.
They've got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
General West.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52, 93, 44.
This is Connor running right. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to his running back, Grant. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Pittsburgh, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.